and as ever, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name's Martin, and the Cut Loose channel is my attempt to sort of share some of my experiences post-retirement. Now, if you've been keeping up with events on the channel, you'll know that I'm back on the Coventry Canal and moored at Hawkesbury Junction. Recently, I made the journey by train over to Wicken Fen for the 125th anniversary of the Nature Reserve, and also did a dawn chorus. More recent still, I had a visit from a friend of mine, and we pootled off into Coventry on the boat and spent a great weekend in Coventry, enjoying what Coventry has to offer. And this video is all about that journey and that weekend and what we got up to. And then the cruise back out from Coventry Basin back here to Hawkesbury Junction. So I hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you soon. Now, if somebody mentioned Coventry to you, what would be your first thoughts? Manufacturing industry? Cars? Motorcycles? Bicycles? Weaving? Ribbons? But there's a lot more to Coventry than you might think. These undercrofts are what remains of St Mary's Priory, a 13th, 14th century monastic house. Originally it was probably used for storing food, but may have been converted for living accommodation, as there are fireplaces in there. Sadly, you can't get in. If you exit the cathedral to the south, you'll notice the Herbert Art Gallery and Museum. If you've got a couple of hours to spare, treat yourself and go and have a look round. It's really well worth the effort. Now, the Coventry Transport Museum is right up my street. It covers all aspects of motoring and transport that Coventry have been involved in and contributed to over the years, including sort of bicycles, cars, motorcycles, commercial vehicles, agricultural vehicles, motorsport, even the land speed record. And I tell you what, instead of me waffling on about it, why don't I just show you? Now, if you're out and about in Coventry, you'll be spoilt for choice for food, and I don't mean takeaways. In the short time we were there, we tried some Lebanese food, some Moroccan food, Portuguese, but top trumps goes to this place, the Happy Vietnam. We had a brilliant meal there, and even tried some local Vietnamese beer. While we're on the subject of food and beverage, if you're just after a cup of coffee and a piece of cake, then I can recommend Goretti's. It's a little cafe in the Coventry Basin. Also in the Coventry Basin, but different time of day, for breakfast, thoroughly recommend the Playwrights Cafe. What a great way to start the day. So as ever, all things must come to an end. And for us it was top up the water, get rid of the rubbish, and then make our way back along the Coventry Canal towards Hawkesbury Junction. Now this rather elegant row of houses is referred to as Cash's 100 houses. They were built in 1857 for weavers, the lower two floors being accommodation and the upper floors were filled with looms where the weaving used to take place. 100 houses were never built, only 48 were built, and of those, unfortunately, only 37 remain. And that's where I think we'll bring this one to a close. It was a fabulous weekend in Coventry, and hopefully you agree that there's a lot more to it than industry. Thanks for watching, thanks for getting this far. If you aren't already, please subscribe to the channel, it really helps. If you've enjoyed it or got some inspiration from this, then give us a thumbs up. And if you want to know what happens next, then ding the old bell. Okay, take care, see you soon.